Sorry?
And good afternoon. Indeed, as my colleague, Honorable Minister for Solid Minerals, as well as the Chairman, Nigerian Governors Forum, and Governor of Kwara State have said, we did have the opportunity and the privilege to present to the Council of State, and in particular, the former presidents who turned out in large number to participate, and we had the opportunity to, in my case, update them on the economy, update them on how far progress had been made in terms of the macroeconomic policies being followed under the leadership of President Bola Ahmed Tinubu. And these policies are anchored in his 8 priority areas. And the results to date have been very encouraging. We looked at the data, or we reported on the evidence and the data of this half year for which data was available compared to the first quarter and the second quarter of 2023. And in broad terms, the economy is growing. The balance of payments, in particular, the trade balance and the current account balance, are in surplus. The exchange rate is stabilizing. And inflation, though high, uncomfortably high for the liking of Mr. President and his team, it is slowing and it is set to fall. But in particular, there has been support for the economy from investors, foreign investors by way of portfolio investors, domestic investors who are participating in important private-public partnerships, particularly in the infrastructure sector. And foreign direct investment is beginning to recover, I would say. So on that basis, we looked at we reported on, in particular, the opportunities for the economy once stabilized for investment and growth. And identified for the meeting was the fact that we have exports, goods exports, non-oil exports at $55 billion last year, with tremendous room to grow. And in particular, we identified that the service sector, that is software services, computer services, accounting services, personnel services, which can be provided by young Nigerians staying in Nigeria and providing services through the internet and through telephones. Outsourcing, in a word, was a big area we emphasized. So in a nutshell, we reported that there was good progress being made, that the effort was going to continue to ensure that the interventions and measures to ameliorate the high cost of living for individuals, for the agricultural sector, for industry, for small-scale businesses, were going to continue to be implemented with all efforts needed for success. And on that basis, we reported an optimistic outlook for the Nigerian economy and the Nigerian society in general as a result of prospects for economic growth and economic progress. Thank you.
Very much. I don't think we can take questions. Even you yourself, you can't take questions. Your production time is over. Clarification. What about?
The issue of confidence votes.
Yeah.
Passed on Mr. President.
Yeah.
Was it passed by the governors or?
Two. There are two. Two. First of all, listen, please. Listen. First of all, the entire...
And we indeed had a very robust meeting. The high note of the meeting was the unanimous passage of a vote of confidence on President Bola Ahmed Tinubu, GCFR, Commander-in-Chief of the Nigerian Armed Forces. Members, especially those of the Nigerian Governors Forum, were satisfied with the presentation by the members of the Federal Executive Council. And after that meeting, there was an executive session between members of the Nigerian Governors Forum and Mr. President. And frank and fruitful discussions were held between both parties. And I'm glad to say we're on the right track. And in the same vein, members of the NGF also, like the members of the Council of State, passed a vote of confidence on Mr. President. We also wished him well and prayed for God's guidance for him. Thank you very much.